Today, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of my house and the surrounding area of my house, just to show you what it's like, how the houses are built, and what things are really, really common here in Guatemala. And I'm taping this part right now with the dogs barking. I think you can hear them. That's very common and very normal here where I live. My name is Eva. This is Women Blazing Trails, and let's go on a little tour. We're going to start with outside. So you can see here that the houses are very close together. So this is the neighbor's house, and yes, I can hear them. I can hear their kids crying. I could hear them banging. I can hear all that. You can see there's no space in between my house and their house. It's not, there's my pretty little girl. It's actually not that bad. This is my water heater. So this heats the kitchen sink and the shower. Originally, it was just for the shower, but I asked the landlord to please hook it up to the kitchen sink as well so I could wash dishes in hot water. It's very common to not have hot water in the kitchen sink. Everything is gas heated. I wanted to wash my dishes in hot water. So this is my little yard. I shouldn't say in everybody's yard. I generally have water tanks, cisterns, or where the water is for the house. That's for your dishes, the shower, everything. Mine is in there. Some people have, oh, I can't show you. There isn't one around. Oh, I think there's one over here. Some people have big water cisterns. I just have a tank like that. You can hear the noise. That's very common. So our washing machine is outside. Most washing machines are outside. Oh, there's a spider web right there. We do not have a dryer. Most places don't have dryers. I think you can see, hang on a second. Spider web. Dogs barking. You can see on the top, you can't really, what the water cisterns look like that people have on their roofs for the water. So my landlord has a woodworking shop here, and so he's building another house that's literally going to be attached to my house. I'm going to show you. I mean, there's my wall, and the house is literally going to be right. We're going to be attached. We're going to be really close neighbors. That's the way a lot of the houses are built here, just attached to each other. And that's okay. So that's my scooter under here. It's covered because of bird shit. This is my main door. Bamboo. It's cool. I love it. So this is my yard. And I did all the planting. I'm not a very good gardener, but I'm doing my best. And let's go inside. My house is kind of a bit of a mess. Sorry. So I have a loft style house, and you can see the big gaping hole under by the door most, and there's one on the top. Most houses are built like that. Nothing is really sealed or secured tightly because I don't know. It's just the way it is. I have no idea. My landlord built my house, and when I came to look at the house, there were no screens on the windows, which is fairly common in Guatemala. There's screens aren't really a thing. I have to close the window because it's cold, honey. No, I have to close the window. Get down. Oh, stay there then. So I asked him to please put screens on the windows. So he did put screens on all the windows. I mean, to keep the bugs out. Hello. So my kitchen has one kitchen sink, very common here. I do have hot water to the kitchen sink, but prior to me asking for that, there was no hot water in the kitchen sink. Very, very common here. I did ask him to buy a stove with an oven because it was just a countertop two burner stove that was here. Not a stove, two burner cooking. What do you call them? He did get me a new stove and a new fridge. I don't have, these are my kitchen cupboards. That's it. That's all. I did ask him to build a shelf, so and a table and a shelf. So he built that for me. There's a shelf underneath because this is it. And this is also pretty common in Guatemala, the lack of cupboards. So I have a shelf. So my dishes and my silverware and my cups and mugs are all in there. I have this shelf. Like you can see, I have shelves. I had to buy shelves. That shelf for my food. That's for the cats and all my. So I mean, there's shelves here. This is it for shelves. So my house is a loft style house, which means there's just one big, sorry, I think I'm spinning too fast. I hope you're not getting motion sickness. Sorry about that. One big room on the main floor and one big room on the top floor. What that means is that I have no walls, this is the only door in the house, the bathroom door. So it is a loft style, which means for me there's no privacy from my cats. That's what it means. I have no privacy from my cats, and some don't eat the flowers. And sometimes my cats drive me crazy. So, and I have to lock myself in the bathroom literally to get away from my cats. There are no baseboards anywhere, which is kind of weird, but it's normal. There's no baseboards. So, base of my walls, I don't know if my cats are doing that or if that's just from humidity, but they're starting to wear. So, I'm going to have to probably mention that to my landlord and see if he'll fix that. So, here's my bathroom. I do have a gas hot water shower heater. That's my own brainhead, which is very uncommon because most people have electric showers. We call them suicide showers. It's literally, I'm going to see if I can find a picture and I'll show you a picture. It's literally a shower head and there's wires hanging out because the hot water comes with electricity. So if you have no electricity, well, actually, if you have no electricity, you have no water. Hello. So I do have some shelves in this bathroom. No hot water in the bathroom. This is cold water only. I do have shelves here, but I had to add my own for other things. Bathroom is pretty standard. The only two oddities for bathrooms is the suicide shower, which I don't have, thank you God, and the fact that there's no hot water in the bathroom sink. Very common. Most bathrooms in your bathroom sink do not have hot water. It's rare if they do. If you have a shower that is not a suicide shower and you have a bathroom sink that has hot water, that's very rare. So this house did come with some furniture, but I had my own. So he took all his furniture out and I put all my own furniture in here. Outlets are not a huge thing here. I don't have a lot of outlets, so I have an awful lot of extension cords and power bars and power strips because in this room alone, I think I only have like 4 outlets. The stove is a gas stove, but there is a plug. You could plug it in, but there's no plug there around where my stove is. So I can't even plug my stove in, which is fine because I don't need to be, it doesn't need to be plugged in. There are no closets, no nothing down here, as you can see. So my shoes are there. I bought the shoe rack literally on the street. There is street vendors sell just about everything and anything. So I found that on the street. I tied it to the back of my scooter with shoelaces and brought it home. Let's go upstairs. So my landlord did build this house. He is a woodworker. Hi. He did a fabulous job. So I feel like two things that kind of are hard to deal with are no closets and no walls or doors. But I mean, I knew that when I came to look at the place. And that's fine. So this is my little room divider for when my son comes to visit, or if I have any company, they get that bed. There's our little room divider. And this is my bed. So I have another bathroom upstairs, no door. Pretty common to not have doors in a lot of little rooms. So no door in this bathroom, which is fine, really. I put a little curtain up. This bathroom here is literally just sink and toilet, no hot water. I put foil up to cover that window. There were no screens on that window. I got the landlord to put a screen up in those windows, but the cats were getting up there and I'm not sure how secure those screens are. So I just covered that window so the cats don't get up there. I do have shelves here. This is it. Very common to not have shelves. So there's my the one and only closet in this entire house. That's it. There it is. And my clothes are there, my coats, my vacuum cleaner, like everything I can possibly cram in there is in this little closet. No door. Put a curtain together, got the landlord to hang a pole, and I stuck a curtain. There was nothing there before. So I do have a cute little shelf. The house is fairly secure, but I was having a problem with scorpions coming in, and they were coming in. There was a gap of some sort in between the roof and the house. So I had to seal up. I did have to seal all that, and I sealed all that because there were a lot of bugs coming in. So, I mean, it was pretty secure. Like there was no rain coming in, but there was bugs coming in. So I don't know. Anyway, so I sealed up with some caulking, sealed up the house as best as I could. Hardwood floors. So there's no closets or anything. So I did have my own furniture, my dresser, my bed, all that. All of this is mine. And I do have a balcony. So you can see, I have here for this because there's big gaping, you can see. And here's where a lot of scorpions were coming in. So I do seal that up. And I also, because it's big, this is between the wall and the door. I have tape here. This is how, I mean, that's how big the holes are. So I have tape there so nothing can come in. So we're going to go outside. So I have an avocado tree. Look, avocados right here. Isn't that great? These ones are not quite ready yet, but there's literally an avocado tree right off my balcony. This is the house that he's building. It's literally right there. And I feel like I think it's going to be a bit of a smaller house. So I feel like, and it's going to be a while before this house is ready anyway, but if it's smaller and cheaper, I'll probably just rent it and keep it for myself. So the landlord just finished the balcony. There's the neighbor's house. Their dogs, sometimes they have two crazy dogs. They're up on the roof there and just bark at my cats. It's kind of annoying, but it's okay. So this is my balcony. It's pretty cool. And that's Crazy Kitten number 2. And you can see here, this is how close the houses are. They're that close. There's a volcano. So it's kind of pretty. Let's go back inside. So that's my house. So those are just some of the oddities that we have here in Guatemala. And it's probably a lot of Central America. It's not just Guatemala. Most of the houses are built like that. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Now you have to excuse me because hang on, we're going to sit down here. There we go. So sorry. These are my pajamas and this is bedhead. I haven't even, this is the way I look first thing in the morning, and I just thought I would do this video. So this is some of the common things of the houses here in Guatemala. And as I said, probably Central America, it's pretty comfortable. A lot of people ask me about the heat and air conditioning. Where I live, it's not that hot. We don't need air conditioning. Nobody has air conditioning here. Actually, that's a lie because there's mobile phone store has air conditioning, but I don't think they know how to use it because they have the air conditioning on and they have their main door wide open. So I don't think they've figured out how air conditioning works. And the banks have air conditioning and usually it's freezing and I don't know why because it's not that hot here. So these are some of the little things in my house, some of the things that we're just used to, that we live with, that are normal. You get used to them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, sorry, my hair's a mess. Well, I mean, I did just wake up. So if you have any questions or drop them down below. I love sharing and talking about my life here in Guatemala because it is a really sweet life. I've honestly never been happier in my entire life. I mean, besides from when my son was born, obviously. But I've never been happier. This is a beautiful life. I feel that if you're even thinking about wanting to leave your country or moving abroad or just do like seriously, like just go. You only have one life. So just go. I'm going to leave some links down below, a couple of blogs that I think that might be helpful for you if you're thinking about leaving your country to go wherever, Central America, Asia, wherever you want to go, Europe. I'm also going to drop a link down below to a free guide that I have. If you're wanting to start over and you're not sure how to start over, you can pick that up. The link is down below as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will catch up. I do lives every Friday at 5 p.m. CST. And I upload every Sunday and I do random shorts throughout the week. So I hope you enjoyed my little house tour and I'll catch y'all back here on the next video. Goodbye from beautiful Guatemala.